Don't do that shit. Don't fucking do it. I know you wanted to do it.
Corey. What's good, gang?
I knew he was gonna do
Yeah.
this shit. What's going on? Not
Man.
shit.
Yeah.
My camera.
This week it felt kind of weird. Like all this whole time this offseason. I know it's the offseason. Ain't really too much going on, but at least we have the draft going on. Now that the draft's over, it's like, now what? Where do we go from here?
What do you mean now? What, bro? Okay, so
because I mean,
this is how I feel.
Because like once the OTAs and all that end, it's like, you know, that weird period where it's like, okay, when do they practice again? When's training camp start? You feel me? Like time flies by low key kind of quick nowadays.
Absolutely not, bro. This is what I'm telling you. Football season just started. This is why I say football season just started. Fortunately and unfortunately, we're Raiders fans, right? So with that being said, we had a very high draft pick. We had a high draft pick, so we got the opportunity to pick a lot of dope ass players. So football season just started because now we got a bunch of new players, and you get to be an expert. Go to YouTube, go to wherever you want, and now you get to watch all the games from all these players that you never saw before. This is going to be a time killer, bro. This is going to get you through the offseason. You get to watch Ashton Genty, Jack Besh, Dante Thornton, all these people. It's going to help you. You need this shit because right now, the only news there is rumor bullshit, gossip girl bullshit. That Shador shit. Like, nigga, I love talking about football when it's about blocking and tackling, catching and passing.
Yeah, that was
gonna be about drama, and
that whole situation was just wild to me, bro. Like after I understand people saying, "Oh, he's not a first round talent." Okay, I get that. Maybe he's a second or third round talent, but once he slipped out of the second round went by and nobody drafted him, that's when I realized, like, okay, bro, this isn't about talent no more. This is about some other shit. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Maybe not everybody else understands what I'm talking about, but it definitely didn't have to do with talent because if we're being real, his University of Colorado, was the only university to have 4 receivers get drafted. Yeah. Somebody was throwing them the ball.
Somebody was throwing them the fucking
ball. Somebody was throwing them the ball. Right. There's a reason why they was getting looks and getting reps to be able to get drafted. Somebody was throwing them the ball.
This is why this conversation is so tough. I'm going to tell you why this conversation is so tough. The conversation is so tough because to me and somebody like me, it's real obvious what was going on. But this is what you can say, right? Shador Sanders is not the number one consensus overall quarterback. He's not the absolute best, and a lot of people don't think he's better than Cam Ward, right? A lot of people think that, and I think that's fair to say that type of stuff.
Yeah.
The problem comes with this, right? No, he's not the best quarterback. Maybe he's the second best. Maybe he's not the second best. Maybe he's the third. Fuck. Maybe he's the fourth best. When we were all watching college football this year and the year before, could we think of like 10 quarterbacks that were better than Shador? If I'm correct, I want to say he was a Heisman finalist, right? I mean, he didn't get so this is things that we're talking about all year. ESPN said that he had a 3% chance of even being a second rounder. Yeah. So then when he falls to the third, shit happens. When he falls to the fourth, shit gets weird. When he goes to the fifth and he's drafted to the same team that drafted
another one
that drafted Dylan Gabriel 2 rounds before that. Look, it's a combination of things, right? A lot of people are going to say it's his attitude, it's this, that, and it is that. Absolutely. But how many times have we seen fucking assholes be the star of the show? How many Baker Mayfields have we seen? How many Tom Brady's have we seen? How many fucking assholes have we seen?
That's real, bro. Because it's like how many square quarterbacks have we seen that it's like, oh, he's a high character guy. He's a real nice guy. But let's be real, nice guys finish last, bro. And these nice guys, they for the most part, they get their ass whooped out here in the field. They be getting their ass whooped, bro. We dealt with a nice guy quarterback for 9 years, bro. So we know from experience, and a lot of this fan base wants an arrogant quarterback. Maybe
Hey,
not
look,
super arrogant, but they want some swag to him. They want
here's
somebody
the
that can talk a little shit and back it up.
hold on. Here's the thing. Look, Big Me's on Twitter. That's my homie Matt. He got on there and he was like, "Hey, look, Joe Mixon got drafted. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but this nigga was beating everybody up. This nigga used to fuck everybody up,
Like legit, like putting hands and feet on people type shit.
a whole bunch of allegedlys, right? But
Okay.
there was some character
Okay.
concerns, heavy character concerns. He got drafted, no problem. LeGarrette Blunt bust a white man in his mouth on TV. Well, I don't know. Maybe Blunt didn't get drafted. Did he get drafted? I don't think he did.
LeGarrette Blount? I think he did.
Yeah. Like a
think he
fifth
was.
round or something, right? So
Yeah,
you gonna
I think
say
I think
that
it, I think it dropped his
Sanders,
stock a little.
Shador Sanders rocking the Rolly shit is the same thing as busting somebody on the mouth. Anyway, let's move on from that shit. Shador
bro.
Sanders got hosed because his dad is cocky, he cocky, and they too nigga for the general public. There's a lot of black quarterbacks. There's a lot of black athletes, and America accepts the black athletes. The niggas, though, they're a little slower to accept the niggas. A little bit.
That gets to a breaking point for him where it's like, okay, that's enough. I can't do it no more.
It does get to a breaking point, bro. It does.
It's crazy this thing for real, bro. Like the shit don't make sense to me, bro. Like he got drafted by Cleveland. Obviously, I'm a little salty he didn't go to our team, but I'm happy that he did get drafted, and I wish him nothing but success over there in Cleveland. It's just funny though. There was a quarterback that was drafted before him. On their social media pages, I think it was only like 2 posts for him when that quarterback got drafted. When Shador got drafted, they're flooding with content, bro. You go on the NFL's page, their homepage on Twitter and on Instagram. First thing you see is Shador. You go on that NFL shop, bro. First thing you see is that jersey link for Shador. So it clearly wasn't talent. The talent was the issue.
We did not get Shador.
We didn't.
We got different players.
Yeah,
that I was instantly excited about. I'm not letting you off the fucking hook, Mike.
You know you weren't instant. I don't know if you're instant excited. Maybe after a few minutes of highlights, but
are you, Mike? Okay, you were doing your own show, so you didn't see what the fuck I was doing. Nigga, I was a cheerleader, bro.
You was hype when we drafted him.
Hype every single.
I had let it be known beforehand. I was already mentally preparing because I knew it was a possibility he gets drafted. So I was like, okay, I'll be cool with it. Am I excited? Probably. Don't give me that look, Cory. Don't give me that look. I did say, and you can pull up the clips even on this show on breaks and rundowns.
I could pull up
blunts and breakdowns. I done said it, bro.
I can bring up some shit that's not on blunts and breakdowns. I won't do that to you, but I could. Mike. Okay. All right.
Either way,
this is what we're gonna do right now.
This is the guy. This is the guy that is now a Raider. Whether you love the pick, whether you hate the pick, he's a Raider now. I fuck with the pick now. At first, I was a little skeptical just because I didn't know what the plan was at quarterback. Clearly, I know the plan is Geno now, so I'm cool with it. I understand it. We move. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm happy with Ashton Genty. I mean, yes, I did say, and quote unquote, I did say I don't think he's generational, but I just said that because people use that word too loosely with athletes nowadays, where it's like, you got to pump the brakes a little. Bro has to at least play 1 year in the league. That's all I'm saying. I still think he's really fucking good, though.
I hear what you're saying. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to put you on mute because I'm going to talk and I'm going to tell the truth without the interruptions from Mike. When the draft came, right, Mike felt very, very strong. This is what you guys are going to learn about my homeboy, Movie Machiavelli. Movie Machiavelli is in love with quarterbacks. He is so in love with young, talented quarterbacks because he's a lot younger than me. He hasn't seen the Raiders have a prolific quarterback. He needs that shit in his life. He needs it more than anything. So every time the Raiders don't get that shit, he ready to break shit. He ready to break shit. And right now he's trying to tell you guys, hey, I'm cool with Ashton Genty. That's because he got cool with the pick. Immediately after Ashton Genty and everybody else that was not Shedeur Sanders for a couple of rounds, my telephone says that Mike would have beat Mark Davis dog ass. He would have fucked up Tom Brady. Spy Tech would have got RKO'd. He would have German suplex on motherfucking everybody. I've never seen this motherfucker so mad. I love Mike like a brother, nigga. I almost blocked him. Almost. Just for a little while till he could cool off.
Hey man, players fuck up, and sometimes you get a little liquor in your system, you get a little loaded. That's it. How you really feel really come out, bro. And I was hot, bro, because it's like
you was hot.
He was right there.
You was hot
3 times, 4 times, 5 times, bro. He was right there.
Be real.
I was like, what the fuck is we doing?
See, this energy, that's real. That's how you felt.
That's exactly how I felt. Now I'm like, well, the draft's over. He's on another team already. What can I do now? It is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to just switch and turn on my team. Like, they're part of the team. They wearing the colors now. They're part of the family. So I got to rock with it. I got to deal with it.
Okay, but so now look, now that you got your mind right with this shit, because I got my mind right with it, and I start watching Ashton Genty. First, I didn't watch Ashton Genty games. No. Because I wanted to get right with it. I watched Ashton Genty highlights first. Not games, just highlights. Mm-hmm. And in the first 30 seconds of highlights, I saw this motherfucker jump over somebody, stiff arm somebody under a Gatorade table, and then run 70 yards on another touchdown. That helped me. If you hand somebody the football and every time they touch it, it take 5 motherfuckers to bring them down, I want them on my team.
Yeah.
A lot of people they want to make him generational. They want to say he's Barry Sanders. That would be spectacular. I don't see Barry Sanders. I probably see Maurice Jones-Drew. But if you remember Maurice Jones-Drew, you would take that motherfucker right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Right now. Yeah, that's a lot better than what we had last year. And no disrespect to that running back room, but that's definitely a Maurice Jones-Drew. I'd love to have that compared to what we had last year, bro.
Yeah, the real Maurice.
Day and night type difference.
The Jacksonville MJD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro. And it's like I get it. There's people that are trying to parade now and celebrate just because some people might have been wrong on picks and shit. But it's like, bro, what? You don't get a fucking trophy for that shit. Like, I would have. everyone not named Bowers and Crosby, I would have. I ain't gonna lie to you. A quarterback is that important to me, bro.
Look, so
a quarterback should be that important to this franchise. But hey,
I'm a super delusional person when it comes to pass rushers, right? I don't give a fuck. There is no value too great. I can admit that about myself. I'm glad that you're coming to Jesus and admitting that about yourself for quarterbacks.
Hey, bro, that's how you are when it comes to D lineman. That's how it is for me.
I don't give a fuck. Give everybody a Billy.
Yeah, bro. Give them the bag. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So it ain't coming out of my pocket.
Okay, we don't have to go in order, but defensive lineman, nigga. Hold on. So, Mike, you weren't excited about the draft. Not initially.
The D lineman, I was fucking with the D lineman. I did like the D lineman.
Okay, so this is the thing about the D lineman. I'm excited for a couple of reasons. I'm excited about Bruff from Mississippi because he's so fucking fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
What position? Why do these motherfuckers have the ball so much? It wasn't.
I was sure about. Hey, bro, I seen somebody dive over the pile. I was like, oh shit, this ain't a normal D tackle.
Gunther jumped over the pile, did that shit twice in the same game. That was he got in the end zone twice. That's where he played South Carolina. So that's what's crazy because when you watch him play South Carolina, then South Carolina start playing them. They got Tonka. He start running the ball. Everybody got the ball except for the running backs.
Yeah, yeah. The pick. I know you talk about Tonka a lot when it comes to running the ball. The dude that I was actually really intrigued by, and I was hyped because I didn't think we were going to draft him, was Pegues. After we got Tonka, right. I really thought like, okay, cool, we got a D tackle. That's cool. I was thinking that's going to be it for D tackles for the year in the draft class. Nope, Pegues right after. I was like, oh, okay.
So okay, I can't wait to watch more Pegues. And you know what? You could probably watch. I bet if you really want to, you could watch 10 games of Pegues. The reason why is because he's on the same team as Walter Nolan. He's on the same team as a couple DBs that got drafted. There's so much Ole Miss defense film out there. You can watch whatever you want with him. It's hard to find him because I think when I was watching this motherfucker had 3 different jersey numbers.
Yeah, bro. I was tripping out. I was trying to understand. He had 89, 38. Like he had a few
Yeah.
different numbers. I was like, bro, just stick to one. You just need
Why?
one.
That's a secret weapon. You know, and when I was in high school, and I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Freshmen were not allowed to play freshman football and varsity football. You had to play one or the other, right?
Yeah.
But I looked just like this motherfucker named James that was on varsity when I was a freshman. So I would play freshman football wearing number 50 on Wednesdays, and on Friday, varsity football wearing this nigga's jersey. For the first year that I played varsity, I didn't wear my own jersey until the second year.
Damn, he ain't see the field. He was just bro turned him into a water boy. He said, "Sit down, give me your shit."
He was getting letters and shit.
Bro was getting recruited, going on visits and shit. They didn't even realize it wasn't him.
Our school sucked. I'm not gonna act like I'm the star of Arizona. Our school sucked, and I was a really good person. I was a big fish on a small pond.
I hear you. It'd be like that sometimes, but hey, those are the best though. Sometimes it's hard being on a really stacked team. It might work out. You may get your looks, but when you're the best player on a bad team, all they see is you. All they see is you making the play. So, well, that's the best right there. You can't go wrong with that either.
I was cool. So we got a couple people over here, a whole bunch of allegedlys. Oh, so we're talking about all these players, JJ Pegues. You know who I want? I don't know if he's going to get on there. Every couple years we get a player like this, whether it's going to be Martavius Bryant or whatever. We got Dante Thornton Jr. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to act like he's going to be a Pro Bowler. I'm not going to act like he's going to be Randy Moss or no shit like that. But I know every time I turned on that shit and they was calling his name, dude, just bombs. Everything 30, 40, 50, 60 yards. You know what I'm saying? And when you get Jack Besh, Brock Bowers, Ashton Denty, and you have everybody on your front line is 330 pounds, obviously you're going to get a lot of 8-9 in the boxes. You're going to get that shit. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have your safety creeping down. But when you have somebody that could take the top off like that, 4.30, and he might be the second, and he might be the second fastest receiver.
They got to respect that speed, bro. They can't just let him go over the top like that. That's gonna fuck everything up for them.
Got to. They already got to have 5 people to tackle Ashton Denty, right? So they only got 7 motherfuckers to defend everybody else. We win in the fucking championship this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fun to see, bro. Shit, I'm excited. I don't play video games, bro, but I'm real shit. I'm gonna buy that new fucking Madden game, bro. I'm gonna buy that shit. The way the squad looking, bro, it's gonna be cold, bro. I can put Beast at running back. I can put him at fucking fullback. I can get that quarterback and put him at receiver or some shit. Do some double pat. We can do some crazy shit.
I said on that highlight tape that Geno Smith got to get on HGH, nigga. He gonna have to start checking that bitch. You know what? Let me play that shit right now. We got the highlight tape, right?
Okay.
I tried to download it on here. The shit was giving me problems.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to watch it on Twitter on this thing real quick. I tweeted it. I'm gonna pause it. Hopefully it was buffering while we've been talking. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
Media presentation. All right. You give me a second. You know, see, the technology is not my strong suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40-some. Here we go. Where she go, nigga? Back, baby. Everybody expect the Raiders to make a play for a quarterback in the first round, but a touchdown is a touchdown. I slowed this first one down so you can see it take 5 people every time he touched the ball. But if it's pay dirt there, he's still gonna get there. Real time. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're on another team and you coming to play the Raiders, don't bring your family with you. When he put his palm in your face and have you hit
bitch ass off me, nigga.
The sideline in front of your wife, shit gonna get lay down. When you get home. I was wondering if he got that long.
Don't bring your family.
Hash smart this 60 yards to the house. He broke 5 more tackles on his way to the end zone, and bro with the fat finger saved y'all from seeing something nasty. He left his feet at the 5, palm down at the 2. Touchdown.
Y'all from seeing nothing nasty. Oh shit!
In this season, because now we got 2 players that take 5 people to tackle. 2, 5 times 2, that's 10. Plus we got Brock Bowers, that's another 5 right there. That's 15. You only got 11 players, nigga. We win. It's simple mathematics. Throw a slant pattern and watch 5 people get their ass kicked. And Big Besh doing the TO touchdown catches in college. Besh looks like the trouble teen in all the Disney movies. Fuck what you talking about? People act like he don't got no long ball because he built like a linebacker, but Big Besh going to the house. No, he's not. He's not going to the house. All right, chill out. Everybody can't run a full 3, but I'll tell you who can. Dante Thornton Jr. I don't even know if he know the whole route tree, but I know this. Running number 9 is money every time. 10 deep balls a game. Gino better get on HGH.
Unloads in traffic. Caught over the shoulder by Dante.
Caught a bomb, hopped up, downed the nigga. This my kind of Cory. What I meant is Dante Thornton is like real fast on the field to translate like this.
Off the play, right down the seam, and it's caught by Dante Thornton.
Great burners.
This nigga burning, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He averaged like 28 yards a play because of the
bro. He was gapping, bro. That's
Dante take the top off.
And fires way downfield, and the catch is made by Thornton. Thornton into the end zone. 73-yard touchdown.
Entertainer, bro.
So
said it's like having
he give you Martavis vibes?
Oh, got it. Dante Thornton again.
Wow. Wait, hold on. We got this one. JJ Pegues. Kind of hard to find on tape because he changed his jersey number a lot. But just look for the one that's kicking it front door down. 320 pounds.
Ass out of here, nigga.
Everything you expect.
That's my shit right there.
And also, he could do some more shit that you don't expect him to do. That's him right there. He the quarterback.
On the Wildcat, bro.
Oh,
you see that little
that first step.
You see that little jab step?
Oh, fuck that. This shit right here. Get out and lay down, nigga. Tackle for loss. This is my
So
shit.
now we back to winning because it takes 2 people to block him and then 2 people to block Wilkins and 9 people to block Max. You only got 11 players. We win, bitch. It's that same game from earlier. Other side of the field, he's still running and scoring. I don't know if these conversions are touchdowns. Oh, this is getting goddamn ridiculous. They in the middle of the field. This him again. Look, spin moves and hella shit. Raiders got a 300-pound twinkle toes and nose and said running back. One got another one. Tonka Hemingway. He ain't 320, but I feel like he too big to be doing this. But they don't feel like he too big.
Hey, bro, we finna be running double reversing and shit with D tackle, bro.
Going both ways.
Double XL, double reverse.
Now he running
bro.
Trick formation.
What was that? What was that one you called? That formation you called earlier?
Tell me these niggas a kick. He probably gonna block it. They lining up for about a 40-yarder. It's a fake. It's a fake to Hemingway. Tonka got the ball. The catch was athletic to the bit.
Damn, bro.
Now this motherfucker's back tackling running backs. What position do you play?
Bro. Yeah, these motherfuckers is cold, bro. Honestly, those are some of the picks that I like. The one that originally I was questionable about, that I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, bro. I don't know how I feel was the Montana State quarterback, just because it's like, okay, you guys want to play him as a receiver. Why not draft a receiver? But I started watching his highlights the other day, and nah, bro, athletic as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He might be able to play receiver for real.
What round did they draft him in?
What, 6th round?
Listen, I feel like if you get a 6th or a 7th rounder and they play on your team, if they actually make the team, that's a good fucking pick. I mean, sometimes you get 6th and 7th rounders that turn out to be dog ass, but I don't expect much, bro. That's when you start. That's project time. That's when you we trick the league. See, the Raiders in the past, they always try to outsmart the league and find somebody in the 1st round. The nigga that used to play volleyball last year, now all of a sudden he's a 1st round fucking receiver or something. That's the shit that we used to do. So now at least they still bullshitting, but they wait until it don't matter.
Yeah. That's true, bro. And one person, I'll tell you, the one pick that was my absolute favorite. I actually put up the clip. I put together some clips of him real quick. I didn't make no highlight tape yet. It's on the way. So disclaimer: this ain't the highlight tape.
Are you really gonna make the tape or no? Or are you gonna get mad about it?
No, I'm gonna make the tape. This one, I actually was hyped about this pick. When I first seen it wasn't Shador, I was mad. But when I seen the name after and I realized what receiver it was, I was happy as shit, bro.
Yeah,
honestly,
show your shit that you got.
Yeah. Here's some clips of my favorite draft pick, Jack Besh. Yeah, bro. You see that? He not scared to bump and run on his
Oh,
route.
so you like the contact that he got in the route right there. So there's no sound on here. We're
Like,
just gonna
yeah, I like that it didn't phase him. Yeah. This one was just so we could speak over the film.
that one I like
Aren't
because you know you're gonna get fucked up when you get that catch right there. And I think that's why they drafted him. But this one right
Yeah.
here, big ball all the way to the end zone. Because it looks like he don't have enough speed, but he's getting open
Yep.
somehow. I don't know how. How are they gonna use him, bro?
Honestly, bro, he's nice, bro. Like real shit. I know we have Brock Bowers, so he's basically wide receiver 1. He's the main target. And I was saying that we're looking for a complimentary guy, in my opinion, at the very least, somebody to complement what he does and what Jacoby does. The way he plays and the way people have been comparing him and his aggressive hands to what Puka Nacua is doing over there with the Rams, I wouldn't be shocked if this guy ends up fucking around and being like a wide receiver 1 for us, bro. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be top 5 in the league, but he could be our wide receiver 1 over here.
Well, hold on now. If your wide receiver 1 got fullback speed, you're probably in a little bit of trouble. So I don't know that he's going to be wide receiver 1, but I do think that he'd be a valid option. I'm not going to disrespect Jacoby Myers because Jacoby Myers is tough as fuck, got great hands, runs the whole tree, all of that stuff. I'm just saying there's a play for Jack Besh,
Yeah.
especially when you play like he plays. Like toughness seems like it was definitely a thing when they drafted these people, right?
And I didn't end up pulling up any run blocking clips or nothing, but one thing I do know is Jack Besh can block his ass off, bro. Which we did draft a running back in the first round, which we're going to be running the ball a lot. We're definitely going to be seeing a lot of running plays, a lot of running. So you want to have receivers that could block. We know Jacoby could block. We know Brock can block. Shit, if this dude could block his ass off too, oh, bro, it's going to be nasty, bro. We're going to be able to whoop ass in the trenches and right there, bro. It's going to be real fun to see. You see this shit?
Did you see that? That's some pretty shit right there. So this is what I want to do, right? I want to see if he's going to be able to get on the field. I want to see if
toe tap 2 feet in. That's not that college 1 foot shit, bro. That's 2 feet in.
A lot of people were saying that they see Puka Nacua and stuff like that, but I have to be more honest in that. I didn't watch Puka Nacua in college at all, none. But you know who he kind of looks like to me? He's not as fast as him. Don't go crazy. I think he plays wide receiver like Anquan Bolden.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of Anquan Bolden to it. Now, Anquan Bolden's a little bit more athletic because he plays a college quarterback and he's a little long speed better, but that tough, gritty, I'll line up wherever the fuck and fuck you up, that kind of shit that Anquan Bolden had through his whole career, that's what kind of looks like with Jack Besh. You know what I mean? You don't get those kind of comparisons because he's white, so he's going to be compared to every white athlete. But he does look a lot like Anquan to me on the field.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
They won't gadget back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and besides him, it's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out because besides obviously Jack Besh and Deontay Thornton, you also have Trey Tucker and Jacoby. So it's going to be interesting to see how Chip Kelly puts that offense together and how he schemes it up for these guys. Because at this point now for Geno, it's really pick your poison. You got a lot of options right there, and he could definitely air that bitch out. So.
Well, Geno is one of the best deep ball passers in the NFL, so they got a couple of deep ball options for him. And some of the things that the Raiders had a problem with last year, especially the first half of the year, they couldn't protect the quarterback, right? Yeah. Gardner, Minshew, AOC, whoever it was, they was all getting fucked up.
Yeah.
What they did this year, number one, obviously there's Brock Bowers, and then there's Ashton Genty. There's going to be things to take stuff off your quarterback. But Caleb Rogers, a 5-year starter at Texas Tech, nasty ass player that can play all the positions on the line. That's a big deal. William and Mary, the guard that they got from William and Mary, Charles Grant,
tackle.
I'm sorry, the tackle. Yeah. So that one might be a little bit more project-ish that I'm listening to, but the little bit that I watched, because Mike, I'm gonna give you credit.
It's a little bit of technique, in my opinion, for him.
I'm gonna give you credit. 10 days before the draft, Mike sent me a YouTube clip from a motherfucker from William and Mary and said, "Watch this dude. I think he's good."
Honey, bro, I'm a football junkie, bro. I really love this shit, bro. Like, Like there's times where even where I may not have some free time. If I'm up to it, and then somebody sends me some clips of check out a player, I'm gonna check this player out,
Hold
bro.
on. Fuck. I wish this was my phone. I'm looking out my window. I live in a new place. I got no monster stories because there ain't none over here. But it's a lady walking a big ass dog, and this nigga was just dragging her ass through the dirt. I wish I had some fucking cameras to watch that shit.
Oh man,
It's
you
a
gotta
little
get
bitty
your,
body.
you gotta get you a little ring camera for outside so you can pull up those funny ass files in the future, bro. Do some commentary on some funny ring camera footage. Oh shit. What's it called? But yeah, man, like I really like Charles Grant, bro. But yeah, I really
see that dog dragging your ass around.
this man opened the window. I had to let her know. I seen that shit.
I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so I really fuck with the Charles Grant pick. I was hyped about that one when they picked him because that was one of my guys. Like I recognize, and I seen now. I wouldn't say he's day one starter talent, but if you work with him, which I think Joe Philbin and Pete Carroll's son could definitely do, working with him on the O line, he could definitely become somebody on this O line in the future. He could be a future starter on this team. And the things that I noticed that weren't really too crazy, but it's like were a little bit of issues that were pet peeves of mine was he stand up a little too tall at times when he's blocking. And the other thing is he got to get his hands more inside the pads when he's blocking. Because when he gets outside, that's where it looks a little shaky. But on the plays where he gets inside the pads, bro, he moving people.
Oh,
I mean, he's big enough. He's still moving people, but shit, you definitely notice the difference when the technique's right.
That's something that you could say about like probably every offensive tackle from Pee Wee football to college, right? Like get them fucking hands in there and all that shit. So
yeah,
it's
minor things. It's minor things to me that like could make him really, really somebody in this league. He could really fuck some shit up.
Well, I'm not sure about that because I didn't watch him. I'm not doubting it or none of that shit. I'm uneducated. But one of the things that I'm a little bit more educated on is the defensive line, right?
Yeah.
So since we got JJ Pegues and we got Tonka Hemingway, it's obvious, right? It's obvious these are not the number 1 and number 2 linemen. They're not. But it's obvious what they're doing, right? The Raiders are looking for super twitched up athletic defensive tackles. And the reason they're looking for these athletic athletes, I'm going to start putting shit together, right? I'm going to say this is Rob Leonard. It's the Raiders defensive line and pass rush coach, run game coordinator, I think. Rob Leonard, he takes players like Adam Butler. He takes players like Kayvon Chason. All of these players that we had last year that were just super athletic, but maybe didn't produce numbers that the way they were expected. All of a sudden, we're producing like crazy. Chason came on and he was producing immediately. Adam Butler, career year. A lot of these players were having career years, especially in a fucked up situation. I think Rob Leonard is saying, hey, you give me these strong motherfuckers that got a good get off. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to figure it out. And I trust him. I trust him because when I watch Tonka Hemingway play football, it's similar to watching Adam Butler play football. Same thing with JJ Pegues. They're all a similar type of lineman that need, the same type of thing. So I like what the Raiders have done. It seems like every player that they got somebody else like them. There's an obvious plan and a strategy from week to week where maybe injuries won't fucking kill you every week.
Yeah. And also with that, shoot, people will get tired. Shit, now you got so much depth in that D line where you keep that rotation going in it. They're not gonna get tired that way. You're gonna have fresh legs on Wilkins. You're gonna have fresh legs on Adam Butler, Max, all these guys. You're gonna see guys have fresh legs because there's a constant rotation, dudes, and the production is gonna keep at it.
You gotta have it. You gotta have depth over there, right? You can never have enough linemen. So here's the thing that always fucking makes me nuts. People will look at our defensive line. They'll look at 4 linemen and say, hey, we got our linemen covered. We got Max, Kuntz, Wilkins, and Butler. We don't need no more linemen. We're cool. Yeah. What the fuck do you think is going to happen when you have to play a team that has a 14 drive series? What you think somebody that's 320 pounds is going to sprint? No. He has
Actually, they're in no huddle, bro. Fuck that.
No, you got to get them subbed out. And when they get subbed out, what do you think? The center on the other team, the quarterback on the other team, immediately they know who got subbed out. They're going to change protections. They might audible. They might run the ball on you. They might pass the ball on you, depending on that weakness. But when you have a good rotation from top to bottom, and when those teams start running hurry up, and you can have anybody in there, and you're not going to go crazy because your star's on the bench, that's what a good football team looks like. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go watch the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's true.
You can't even tell when the Eagles starters are sitting down. You can't even tell. You don't know.
They're constantly flying, bro. They're constantly flying around.
If you ask somebody who the Eagles starting defensive line is, if they're not an Eagles fan, they're going to get it wrong. Because they got so many super good ass motherfuckers that they all could start.
Yeah.
And that's how you win championships.
Yeah. You just keep loading up your trenches, bro. That way they're constantly whooping ass. Like it's no let up. It's no give back. They just whooping ass nonstop, bro. And that's the goal. And from what it looks like, that's what Pete Carroll and John Spytek are trying to do with this team. And there's a reason why they felt comfortable getting Ashton Jeanty that high, because we're loading up the trenches. We're loading up this O-line, so we're going to be whooping ass. We're going to be moving people around, clearing the spaces.
Annie, are you okay? Said it's just bully ball. And I believe her because she got tattoos on her face. She don't fuck around. You could tell. Look. She's serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, how many games are the Raiders going to win? Now, look, this is overreaction time. We be doing mock drafts and shit way too early. Now, immediately, no practices, nobody hit nothing, nobody got hurt. How many are the Raiders going to the playoffs?
I would hope so. With the additions and the way the team's being put together, it's possible, bro. It's really possible this year.
Yes,
I think
no.
so. I think so. I think this is a playoff team.
Or no.
Yes, I think this is a playoff team. The way the roster is assembled, I think so.
Machiavelli said the Raiders are going to the playoffs.
Yeah. I'll give you my win guess right now. I don't know exactly who the opponents are, but just without seeing opponents, I'm going to say this is a 10-win team.
10 wins?
Yeah. I'll go with 10 wins.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you with 10 wins because the draft is just completed. And I know that we got Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers. Jack Besh, Jacoby Myers. And a whole bunch of new fat motherfuckers on the line. I think that we're going to win. I think we're going to go on a 10-game fucking win streak, Mike. We're not going to win 10 games. We got to go on a 10-game fucking win streak, Mike. This is the most improved team in the NFL this year. The Raiders are going to go to the playoffs.
This facts, bro. And you know how
it's over, nigga. It's over.
Hey, and you know how I felt originally when the draft happened? I was like, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on some picks, but there was a consensus. A lot of these media people, ESPN, NFL Network, a lot of them gave us all a similar grade, even the fans. And this was the grade that was the consensus, bro. Everybody graded the Raiders draft this year a solid A. A solid A. And really, it is looking that way. When you're actually breaking it down and actually going in depth and in detail on this draft class, it is a really good draft class, bro. And maybe for some fans, myself included at first, we were a little skeptical because it's been a while since we've seen a good ass fucking draft. It's been a real long time since we've seen a good ass draft here. You see maybe 1-2 good players that shine in a draft, and then the rest is like, okay, we'll see if they're depth. How y'all think?
What's your opinion, Mike?
On what? The O-line? How I think the O-line shapes up this year? Pretty good. I'll say the O-line is going to be real solid. Definitely, we got some solid additions to the O-line. I'm excited to see what Caleb Rogers does. I think he could fill in either at right or left guard, depending on who wins those battles. I do like the addition of Alex Kappa. I know a lot of people were hating on him, but when he was in Cincinnati, it was a completely different blocking scheme to what he's familiar with. So over here, this is a little bit more of what he's familiar with. So I think he should be able to be successful over here, thriving. in this blocking scheme. I definitely like Charles Grant. I got a lot of faith in Colton to have a bounce back year. DJ Glaze gonna do his thing, and shit, we already know what JPJ is gonna do. He gonna whoop some ass, bro. So I'm excited about the O line. I'm really excited about the O line. I think this O line is gonna be one of the best ones we've had in a cool minute.
We've had some really good offensive lines, but it's been a little while since we had them.
A dominant offensive line.
I think that it's going to be a good offensive line. I'm going to tell you why. I think it's going to be a good offensive line because Colton Miller had a down year last year, and I felt like, oof, is that age getting on him? Is it time? Is it time for us to move on from Colton Miller? I don't know, bro. I'm in optimism season, so I'm going to say no. He was just hurt. He was coming back from that injury, and now he's had a full year, a full off season. He better come back in shape, and I think he's going to have a bounce back year. The fact that Colton Miller, Jackson Powers Johnson are both going to go to the Pro Bowl is going to mean that our offensive line is going to be pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Yep. Those two are going to the Pro Bowl. Dylan Parham is a better offensive lineman than he gets credit for, and if he's not, he's going to get replaced by Caleb Rogers anyway. I think that we have an opportunity to have a good offensive line, especially when you have a running back like Ashton Denty. If he has, I'm not saying that he's him, but if he has the same ability that Josh Jacobs had to create a good offensive line based on his ability, because sometimes Josh made the line look better than they were. If he has that same ability, is really, really, really going to help us. And the fact that there's a capable receiving threat helps, and one of the best deep ball passers, all of this shit helps.
Yeah,
our offensive line gonna be straight, bro.
Yeah, in your opinion, would you say they'd be at the top 10 O line this year?
Yes.
Top 5?
No,
close.
Yeah, it's close. Just the reason why I say it's close is, regardless of what happens, you always have to think about teams like Detroit and Washington being in the
Philly.
top 5. Detroit, Washington, and Philly. You want to think about those guys being in the top 5. And as much as I don't like them, that Chargers offensive line is a motherfuckers, right? Denver's is getting pretty good too. So you can't just automatically say top 5 because there's some really good units across the league.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe our guys can crack that top 5. If they produce and they're able to do what they do and just pile up wins, they very well could be, bro. But only time will tell with that. But yeah, overall, I'm excited. The only position group really I'm in question right now with is linebackers. I would say that's the only position group right now that I'm in question with. But also, I got faith in Pete Carroll. I got faith in him and Spytek, John Glenn, and of course Patrick Graham in producing solid linebackers. Every year, we always have decent linebacker play since PG has been here. And yeah, we got Devin White, we got Tommy Eichenberg. Who else do we have? Landon Roberts, and then we just drafted the rookie in the 7th round, Cody Lindenberg.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the guy's going to be. I'm not going to see I don't know who's going to wear the dot, right? Like, you don't even know. I don't know who's going to be a Sam. I don't know who's going to be.
I don't know because we drafted him kind of late, but based on what I see on his highlights, Cody Lindenberg could cover, bro. Well, I would say that's the coverage linebacker at the moment, but I mean, who knows? Maybe some of these guys, because when Robert Spillane, when he got here, he wasn't known as really like a coverage linebacker. Shit, he became one here, though.
Yeah,
he became one, though. Maybe that's Landon Roberts, or maybe that's Devin White. Maybe that's one of those guys becomes that guy this year, where it's like, okay,
it's Amari Burney or Amari Gaynor. Like, there's other players that are still on the roster that have been on the roster for a couple of years, and we'll see if they got a chance to develop. So it's interesting, right? It's not going to be all up to the rookies and see what the rookies are going to bring. Sometimes those rookies are just meant to supplement. Sometimes those rookies are special teamers, and we're going to see what the rookies from last year and the year before have to offer us. And I'm excited to see that shit. We got shit going on. I still got hella tapes to make, bro. I didn't put Caleb Rogers on there. It's shit to do. It's shit to do. And
because I know you got to go in depth with those, bro. When it comes to Caleb Rogers and shit, with the O line and the D line, you got to go in depth. we want to hear you talk that talk when it comes to that trench talk, bro.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
that
want to
shit.
talk about them for real. I want to talk about them for real, and instead of just some highlight shit, but really talk about what they're going to do for the team and how they can contribute and what to expect from them. Because everybody
Yeah.
thinks if you're a draft pick and you're not a Pro Bowler, bust. That's not it.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, bro. Shit. It's gonna be interesting to see what we do. I mean, also teams now can pick up free agents. Not rookies, not just rookies, not like undrafted free agents, but you could get veteran free agents and you won't get penalized for the comp picks next year or nothing like that. So if you want to get a guy like who knows, like a Asante Samuel or a Justin Simmons or something like that, or Keenan Allen, you can go sign that now. And there's a rumor that is going around this week. I'm not sure you heard it or not, but
you started it.
I didn't start it. No. So there was a news reporter. I forgot where. I don't remember the name. I don't want to. My bad. I don't want to not give him his credit. But yeah, somebody on the news said that they spotted Amari Cooper actually at our Raiders draft party. He was in attendance, bro. What are your thoughts on that? Would you bring back Amari?
Why not? He don't suck. Why not? He good.
Yeah.
He just, what I'm saying, he got a shitty attitude or some shit, or he be looking some kind of way. I don't give a fuck about that.
I said you got a stink face on him all the time.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
No, I get you.
When I go to work,
I'm just saying though. But we did just draft Jack Besh and Dante Thornton, so that's why I'm saying like it's a little interesting when you think about it. Like that's a lot. It's starting to become a crowded receiver room. What once wasn't, it's starting to become a little crowded.
Yeah, but you stop and you think about it, right? Who would you rather have on the field when you need that shit? Do you want Amari Cooper or one of these rookies? And the answer is probably almost always going to be the proven vet in that scenario. You know what I mean? So it's worth it.
No, that's true.
Good players are worth having.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few options we could do. We could do that. We can even trade for one. One that I would love to trade for, possibly still. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I know we drafted Darian Porter, but would you still consider trading for Jalen Ramsey? Would you? It's a possibility. It is a possibility.
It is.
We got a lot of money.
We do. But this is I have zero issues with Jalen Ramsey. If he were on the Raiders, I would be very excited. But this is the issue I do have. Every time the Raiders have money, a position of need, and a logical, come on, bro. Like it happens to us all the time, right? I'm not gonna be sitting here expecting Jalen Ramsey to come to fucking Vegas. If he shows up, I'll be excited. But I'm putting zero motherfucking eggs in a basket like that.
No, I'm just saying it. Like, would you consider it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. No.
Every good football player, yes, I want him on the Raiders. But I'm done doing this shit to myself. All of the top prospects are free agents. I'm not breaking my own heart. I'm not doing that shit no more.
Bro, it's like if they come, they come. If not, whatever.
Top of the top, I'm not doing that shit. Oh, the Raiders, I heard nigga, I heard. I don't give a fuck. If Jay Glazer didn't say it, I don't give a fuck what I heard. Like, you know what I mean? All the I heard reports and rumors, they're all bullshit. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I had a couple of friends of da 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 da. One of them worked for the Commanders, one of them worked for the Broncos.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers share plenty of information with me all the time. And you know how often they're right? Just as often as me, just as often as you. Here's the thing. They work in the building and they work around the people that make these kinds of decisions, but they don't know shit. So all that shit that I hear, I don't fucking care.
I get you.
They don't know. The only people that really know are the people that write checks. And the people that write checks don't talk to me. So I don't never listen to none of the shit that I hear. Because I hear a lot of shit. I heard when the Raiders were, you know what I heard? I heard rock solid, without a doubt that we were getting Will Johnson in the second. That didn't happen. And then you know what else I also heard? You know what else I also heard? That we were without a doubt getting Shedeur Sanders in the third. That shit wasn't true neither. So I don't give a fuck about what we hear.
Yeah. Because one thing's for sure, this new regime, they don't give out too much information, bro. This whole year, a lot of the moves that's happened, you haven't really heard a peep from the Raiders. The only rumor that came out that might have been true was, I think, the Kenneth Walker trade rumors, but even then, I don't even think it was the Raiders that gave out the information. It might have been Seattle that put out that info, or maybe Kenneth Walker's agent. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Raiders have been dead strong. You said what?
I said that would have shook up the whole draft, right? Like if we got Kenneth Walker instead, who would they have picked and all kind of shit.
Yeah, that would have definitely made things interesting. But I mean, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm honestly excited to see what Ashton Genty does, bro. I'm really excited to see what he does.
Yeah, well, we're coming up here on the end of our time in our stream. We're at 7:05. We started a little late, but we got to end on time, just like I do on my real job. I might show up late, but I'm clocking out at 4:59.
Yeah, I got to ask you one more question, just because it's been trending big time on social media, Corey. I got to ask you. So a lot of people have been asking this, but in your opinion, 100 Raider fans or a gorilla, who you taking, bro?
Let me tell you something, bro. Take that gorilla off the screen and put me on the screen. See, listen. I'm a big guy. I'm pretty big. I lift weights. I'm strong. I'm stronger than most people. Most people that are not professional athletes, I'm probably stronger than you. A gorilla is 10 times stronger than me. This is fucking stupid. No, nigga, absolutely not. I don't even want to pick on a nigga my own size. If a nigga is just as strong as me, I don't want to fight him. I got you good. You got it. I don't want none. Now you take a motherfucker that's 10, he'll punch your fucking face off. A nigga can punch you in your shit and the skin from your face will come off.
Hey, bro, there's really folks that think that with 100 people alone that they'll be able to take on a gorilla.
How? Like, what are you gonna do to him? What are you gonna do to like?
I don't even know.
Are you gonna shoot him? If we got bullets, I get it, bro.
I think they're saying like hand-on combat, like no weapons, nothing, just straight hands and feet. That's why I'm like, I don't know about that, because they're also not thinking gorillas could bite people, bro.
Hey, you know these niggas can strangle you with their feet. You know that?
I didn't know that, but yeah.
Fuck that and fuck you for anybody that's really thinking about it, nigga. You know what? If it was 100 Shaq size niggas that all no, nigga, no. No, it's just fucking dumb. No.
Okay, so you said there's some folks that are crazy, but I actually found somebody that was willing to volunteer. Here he is, right?
I can hear him now. He's like, we'll just tell him on the other side of that big-ass monkey is a bunch of big booty bitches that like fucking bald men with broken bodies and torn souls. Chalky will run in there like a fucking mad dog and go right through that fucking gorilla. I know exactly how your mind works, buddy. Nice try, and I'm just dumb enough I'll fall for it. I've been hitting the head a lot. I ain't got the sense God gave a goat. All right, bring him on. Harambe is going to get popped.
He said Harambe is going to get popped.
He ain't got the sense God gave a goat. Nigga, what the fuck?
That's some shit I ain't never heard.
Chalky, you know what? You know what? Hold on. Now, you take 100 Chalkies. That motherfucker that was just on there, he doesn't sound very intimidating or very threatening. But I think for like a favorable amount of money, you could get Chalky to do some bath salts. So if you got like 100 bath salts, 100 PCP Chalkies, nigga, they might fuck around.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shoot. Yeah, you get 100 of them on that shit. some of that monster shit. I don't know, maybe, but I think it's a stupid situation.
What about 100 of them monsters that you used to deal with right there where you used to stay at versus the gorilla?
Hell no. Them fit monster, hell no.
Oh shit.
They just zombies.
Hey, they might bite the gorilla back, bro. If we being real on some crazy shit.
Yeah. No way.
Zombies.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everybody for coming in. Go check out my tape. Follow, and you know what, y'all fuck with my Cash App, nigga. I know you see that shit in my profile. I'll be getting millions and millions of views. All I need, each one of y'all send me $1. Thank you.
Yep. Make sure to like, comment on this video, subscribe to Cory's channel, follow him on both Twitter and Instagram if you don't. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you don't. If you're a weirdo, don't follow neither of us. And also be sure to fuck with my guys' tape on both Twitter and Instagram. Repost that shit, share it with your homies. And tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be on with Rundown on a special episode of Blunts and Breakdowns. Cory, we definitely got to have you on the show soon. How about when we discuss the D lineman or the O lineman, whichever one you feel you fucking with, bro? If you want to tap in, we go over that film.
I'm not fucking with Pappy Smacker until he apologizes to the senior community.
Oh shit! I'll relay that message to him. Yeah, the Pappy Smacker.